Good morning, everyone. It's Mary Bush with Stampin' in the Sand, and I am jumping on for another impromptu, unscheduled live. And today we're going to be playing once again with the Beary Cute bundle. But to get started, while I see if anyone finds me here live, I thought we would do a little bit of just current updates and housekeeping type things and give everyone a chance to find me and get me started. So for starters, happy Halloween. I don't know if you're going to be out trick-or-treating later today or going to any Halloween parties, but happy Halloween. It's kind of a overcast, cloudy kind of blah day here in the South. And we're about to have a big temperature drop. We were in the 80s and now we're going to plummet. And they're saying we could have wind chills in the 20s overnight. I'm not ready for that. I am not ready for that. I'm ready for the humidity to go away, but I am not ready for the cold. But anyways, happy Halloween. Today is obviously October 31st, and it is the final day of our awesome, amazing starter kit special. And for Stampin' Up's 35th anniversary, they are running a starter kit promotion where you can get either 35% off the cost of your starter kit or get 35% more stuff with your starter kit purchase. So those are the two options. The 35% off the cost of the starter kit means you can choose $125 worth of products and pay only $64.35 plus your applicable tax, and it ships for free. Starter kits always ship for free. One of the best deals of getting a starter kit. And the 35% more option means that your starter kit will cost you $99 plus your applicable tax, but you get to choose $168.75 worth of product. In addition to that, for the first time, I think in a long time, you will also get a free registration invitation to our on-stage event this November. It's a online event, so you don't have to book a hotel or book an airfare or anything like that. It's all online. It's exclusively for demonstrators, and it has a $77 value. So for those of us that are already demonstrators, we paid $77 to attend this event. And new demonstrators that order their starter kit this month are getting that invitation for free. Not only do you get the invitation to the online event for free, you also get to purchase an exclusive, really super cute bee bundle that's going to be coming out in our spring mini catalog. But for the on-stage online attendees, there is an opportunity to pre-purchase that because, spoiler alert, they're probably going to be using it during some of the live presentations, card making presentations during the event. So that's a super opportunity. Not only that, but if you order your starter kit today, because today's the last day, so you want to grab it today, you'll also have an opportunity to add the new Garden Meadow bundle to your starter kit. It is coming out as an online exclusive on the 7th of November, but it's been available for demonstrators to pre-order during the month of October, and new demonstrators can add these items to their starter kit. I posted a graphic earlier that had some of the information on these bundles, but if you need item numbers or if you need more details, just give me a message, send me a message, and I will send that information to you and provide it for you. That's the Garden Meadow bundle. And it also has with it this absolutely gorgeous paper that I'm sure you've seen. I've posted a few projects with it. It's called Meandering Meadow. It's a 6x6 paper stack. And I think this is going to be a super hot item. So if you're ordering a starter kit today, be sure to add this to your starter kit. I have the feeling it's going to sell out super fast once it becomes available on the 7th. So, you know, fingers crossed it doesn't. But we all know what happened with the All About Autumn DSP. So
Be sure to add that to your starter kit today. If you're getting ready and hot to do it, the item number is actually 162735. So you can write that down and grab your DSP. The other item that is available in a starter kit that's not coming out until the 7th is the Fluffiest Friends bundle. It contains these super cute critters. They're all line art for coloring, and they actually have coordinating dies. So you have the dies to cut out all of your stamped images. You also have a beehive, a branch, a bunch of tree leaves, some grasses, extra balloons, and there's this half oval that can either be a honeycomb or a hive, or a cave for your bear, or a little house for any of your little critters. It's super cute. I created this sample, this card sample. I actually copied this from Stampin' Up. It's in their, this card was part of their promotional graphics for the bundle, and I just copied it straight off of their page. So isn't this cute with the little honey bear with his honey pot and his little bees flying around his head? So cute. So I was really happy with how this card came out. I think it's adorable. And then look at the little hamster. Oh my gosh, is he not the cutest little guy? Look at this little hamster. How can you not smile when you see this hamster? And that's this little guy right there with his little birthday balloon. He's so cute. So again, Fluffiest Friends, it's going to be available to customers on the 7th of November, but it is available in a starter kit right now. So that's our starter kit special. Now, back to the garden, I gotta grab it again, back to the Garden Meadow bundle and our Meandering Meadow DSP. I am creating a class that I will be launching as soon as the product becomes available to customers. And we're going to be creating cards using the bundle, using the Garden Meadow bundle and the coordinating, with the coordinating dies, except we are going to be creating projects using 3 of what I'm calling our landscape designer series paper packs. So as part of the class, you're going to be creating 4 different cards, 2 each of the 4 designs, so 8 cards total, and you're going to receive a quarter pack of the 3 of what I'm again calling our landscape designer series paper packs. So you're going to receive a quarter of a pack of the Meandering Meadow, 1/4 of a pack of the All About Autumn, and 1/4 pack of the One Horse Open Sleigh designer series papers. So with those projects, you'll be able to create your landscape cards for winter, spring, summer, and fall. So it's a 4 seasons card class. Actually, that's a good name for it. I hadn't named the class yet. 4 seasons card class sounds pretty good to me. Maybe that's what I'll call it. So look for that coming soon. Again, it'll be featuring the Garden Meadow bundle. And once it's available to customers to purchase on the 7th, I'll be able to open that class up and you can add the Garden Meadow bundle to your class if you don't already own it. And demonstrators, I welcome you to purchase my classes as well. And you can use my classes in your own classes or for your own personal use. And I just open them up to everybody. So that's a little bit about my upcoming class. Okay, so today we're going to be creating another card using the awesome Beary Cute suite. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted. I'm trying to find myself on my iPad and make sure I'm coming up okay. And it looks like everything's okay. So we're going to be creating this super cute card. It is actually copied or cased from one of my team's tutorials. We have a great design team, and every month our team produces 2 4-card tutorials for team members to use either in their businesses, if they're running a business as a demonstrator, or for inspiration for their own personal cards, if they're just a hobby demonstrator or what we call discount demonstrators or hobby demonstrators, ones who aren't interested in running a business, but would like the demonstrator discount and the demonstrator community and access to all our demonstrator events and things of that nature. But anyways, so our team produces 2 team tutorials every month. I'm a member of that design team. I must say, we have an awesome design team and we come out with some pretty cool projects. And this is our current tutorial. So it's the Beary Cute card tutorial. You'll receive it for free with a $50 purchase through my online store. And I have the host code link for you in the description of this video. And it's all step-by-step with photos and written instructions. All of your measurements, etc., are all printed in the PDF tutorial. And when you order $75 or more with me from, what do I have it? I think it's October 31st today through November 15th. I'll have to double check that and get back. I'll put it in the video description. You will receive all of the pre-cut papers and cardstock layers to create the 4 cards. And that'll be my free gift to you for shopping with me. So with your order of $50 or more, I will just send you the PDF tutorial and you can use your own supplies at home to create the projects. And with your order of $75 or more, I will send you the PDF as well as all the pre-cut pieces for creating the 4 cards that are in the PDF. Okay, so that's that. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I have a frog in my throat. One other thing to mention is my Beary Cute Christmas card class to go. I had the registration closing last night, just before midnight, but I did have a request this morning from someone asking for just a little bit more time so that they could submit an order for my class. And I've decided to extend this until 3 p.m. Eastern time this afternoon. So if you missed out on my Beary Cute Christmas card class to go, you can still sign up for that class until 3 p.m. Eastern time this afternoon, at which time it's cold close because I need to order all the products to send out to the people that have already registered. And if you're watching and you ordered my class to go and you added on the Beary Cute bundle, the punch is still on back order. It's expected back in the week of November 6th. We have been seeing some products coming back sooner than anticipated. I am on that back order list 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, every day, checking to see what's come back and looking for that bear punch to come back. So as soon as I see that bear punch come back, I'm going to be ordering the bundles for those of you that added the bundle to your class so that I can get your classes shipped out to you ASAP. Okay? And the rest of you, if you didn't add on the Beary Cute bundle because you already owned it, your orders are going in this afternoon for your DSP and your embellishments and your ribbons. And as soon as those arrive to my home, I will be shipping out your packages. And for those of you that are new to my card classes, you will receive, with my class, you receive all of your pre-cut cardstock and envelopes and the designer series paper. For this class, it was a half a pack of the Beary Christmas DSP. And you also, with this class, you're going to get a package of rhinestone basic jewels and a full bolt of the Night of Navy bordered ribbon that you see here. And those are what you'll need to create all of your projects. All right, so if you have any questions about that, message me and I will answer your questions. Once again, cold hard deadline for that Beary Cute Christmas class is going to be today, October 31st at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I think that's it. So today's card. Today's card is a Beary Cute Christmas card. Again, it's adapted from one of the cards in this, in this month's free tutorial. So it's going to show you an idea of what you receive in the tutorial.
but it also will show you that you can adapt the tutorial, the cards in the tutorial, to create other cards just by switching out maybe the DSP or the bundle that were used in the original projects. So the Beary Cute card tutorial actually features the Beary Christmas DSP, but I have changed it up for today's card, and I am bringing in the I want to say this word, philanthropic paper, which is a Walk in the Forest DSP. This is the paper that's in our current mini catalog, and a percentage or a portion of your purchase price will be donated to charity. You'll find it on page 5 of your mini catalog, right here, the Walk in a Forest DSP, and $3 of every purchase or pack purchase is donated to charity. So you're going to support charity just by purchasing this absolutely stunning paper. I love this paper. It's double-sided patterned paper. So we have our trees, we have some stripes, we have these gorgeous landscapes. These bears can be cut out with the coordinating punch. These trees actually coordinate with the Merriest Trees dies. So you can cut out the trees and the bears from the DSP. Then we have a neutral pattern here. We have our berry pattern. On the back, we just have some pine boughs. This one's gorgeous with the pines and the pine cones. On the back side of this is just some snowflakes. This one has some cute little bears, as well as the bear that coordinates with the punch, and then a reverse bear, a mirror image of that bear, and another stripe on the back. This one has your blue and white trees, and on the back is a snowflake pattern. So I've chosen 2 coordinating papers from this pack to use on my cards today. And I have all the measurements written out for you. So let's get our bits and pieces organized, and we will start creating our card. And it looks like I'm still within the screen. So we're good to go. All right, so we're going to create this card today. And I have a card base of pecan pie. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. Then we have a matte layer, and this one is in Mossy Meadow. And it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. Then I have a DSP layer, which is the cute little trees. This is 3 inches by 5 inches. A coordinating stripe, that's 1 inch by 5 inches. I have punched out a circle from Pretty Peacock, and that is punched with our 2 3/8 inch circle punch. So this is our circle layer here. And then we're going to do some stamping for our sentiment. So I've just got a scrap strip of basic white. That's going to be for our sentiment. I have a basic white, whisper white. Oh, we're going back a little bit. A basic white envelope, because we never mail a naked envelope. So we're going to stamp on our envelope. And then I have a basic white insert for the inside of our card. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so let's get assembling our card and do some stamping. So first I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat, because with our, ooh, I just dropped my bits on the floor. Did you hear that? I just lost a bit. Hold on. You gotta roll and pick them up. Okay, Stampin' Pierce mat, because with our photopolymer stamps, we're gonna want a little bit of a cushion underneath our stamps. And let's start with our punched circle. So I'm going to take my punched circle, I'm going to get some scrap paper, and I am bringing in
my Pretty Peacock ink pad. And I get really nervous that I'm going to go out of screen. So I'm going to push this up a little bit. So I've got my Pretty Peacock ink pad. And part of this stamp set is our little snowflake. So we're going to use this little snowflake right here. And I'm just going to randomly stamp some snowflakes on the circle. Now I could punch out my bear ahead of time and see where I'm going to place him and then do my snowflakes, but I'm going to work off the cuff here and just do snowflakes first. And if I find that I need to add some after the fact, then I will. So there's our circle. So we're going to put him aside. Next, we're going to do some stamping for our bear. So we have a piece of pecan pie, and we have our Beary Cute punch. And I'm going to see about where I want to punch him. And I'm just going to hold the punch down lightly onto my paper. And then I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to do a little tiny spot where his nose is going to end up. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So I've got my pecan pie ink. And I have the solid tree image from the stamp set. So the tree in this stamp set, you can either do just the line art tree and then color it in, or you can stamp the outline and then add the detail with the second stamp. So it's a two-step stamping. So I'm just going to take this filler stamp and I'm going to ink it up and I'm going to stamp off on the paper. And then I'm going to put the tip of the tree about where that pencil mark is. And I'm going to start filling with the tree. Now, I did not come up with this idea. I found this idea on our demonstrator Facebook group. A fellow demonstrator shared that she had come up with this idea for adding texture to the bear image, and I thought it was just brilliant. So I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to bring up my punch to about where that pencil mark is, and just see if I like it. So now see how it looks like he's kind of got some fur? So I kind of like that. So I'm going to go with it. And, sorry, I need to clean this tree off because we're going to use it. So I'm going to clean it off with my chamois because we're going to use it on the card, but not with that color. So I need to clean that off. Then I'm going to take in my bear. So this is the bear that coordinates with the punch that you see in the stamp set. And he has a cutout. So when they formed the stamp, the stamp is only the outline of the bear. So there's a hole in the middle. So what I like to do with stamps like this is I'll remove it from the plastic, from the case, and I'll lay it down on the paper and I'll let it find its own shape. And then I will pick it up with my block. Because if you take a stamp like this and you peel it off and then you just kind of, slap it on your block or place it on your block, it may not be in the shape that it is intended to be in. So I'll just lay it down and I'll let it find its own shape and return itself to where it needs to be, and then I'll pick it up, if that makes sense. So I'm going to ink him up, and then I'm going to stand up and I'm going to locate that pencil spot, and I'm going to stamp him so his nose is close to my little pencil spot. So there he is. He's so cute. And now he looks like he's got some texture. Sorry, I gotta clean that off so it doesn't set. Now he looks like he's got some texture and fur. And I'm actually gonna get rid of this because I'll end up making a giant mess. And then I'm gonna bring back in my punch and I can line it up to my bear. Make sure I don't chop his little feet off. And punch him out. And there's my little bear. And doesn't he look super cute? With the texture added to him. Doesn't he look like he's got a little bit of fur? And if you're not happy with some of these gaps, you know, if you want like a little bit more texture, you can also just ink this up again, stamp off, and then stamp back on to your little bear. But I think he looks cute that way. The other thing I just noticed too, is when I did my original, I think I actually used early espresso to stamp the bear, so it would be a little darker. Because I just stamped this in the same color, he's going to be a little bit lighter. It'll still be okay. I just, oops, missed it. So if you want a little bit darker bear, like on my sample here, you can just use the early espresso. But we're going to go with this. We're going to go with the, whoops, bang. We're going to go with the pecan pie because we just did it. And we don't need to do it again. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. Next, we need to do our greeting. So what I have done here is I have used a die from, what is this called? I can't remember what this is called. The Autumn Leaves? Is that what this is? Autumn Leaves? Yep, from the Autumn Leaves dies. So with the Autumn Leaves dies, you get all the dies that cut your detailed leaves or the stamped images from the coordinating stamp set. But you also get these great sentiment dies. So I've taken this one and it's not quite long enough for my Merry Christmas. So we're going to see if we can do some altering. And I'm going to pray that this works out because I'm live. And we all know how things go when Mary's live and tries to do something unique. Like the other day when I tried to do that Post-it note thing and it didn't work, but it had worked perfectly when I was by myself. So I'm going to take my Merry Christmas stamp from the stamp set and I'm going to bring back in my pretty peacock and I'm going to ink it up and I'm just going to stamp it on my basic white scrap. Put that aside somewhere where I can't get my fingers in it. And then this is where the moment of truth is going to come and we're going to pray that I can handle this. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm using the mini because it fits in my little space here under my camera. And I'm going to line this up. Take a deep breath. I'm going to line it up so that it's centered to the left edge. And then I'm going to put it down on my mat, on my cutting plate and put a piece of Post-it tape. And I'm going to only run it partially through the machine because I don't want this end to cut because it'll cut off the end of my Christmas. So we'll go to about there and see how that looks. And then I can remove my tape, remove my die, and I'm just going to tear off this bit here. And then I'm going to line the die up on the end where the Christmas is. And I don't know if you heard that, but when you slide, you can actually hear it catch into the little, into the die. So you can hear the holes line up with the die. And this looks a little crooked. I think my stamp might have been a little crooked on my block. but this will at least show you the general idea. So then I'm going to put down my Post-it tape again, and I can see where it ended because I had torn it off. And I'll put the plate back on the top, and this time I'm only going to run it through until I see where I tore off the paper. And then back it out. Sorry about the wiggle. My table wiggles. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this worked. Otherwise, we'll just try again. So now I can pop it out. And looks like I missed one little spot, but that popped off just fine. Okay, so voila. Now we have a longer label created from this smaller label. So that's how you can make some of these sentiment labels go an extra mile. And by the same token, if you say you wanted to split this up and do Merry on one and Christmas on the other, you could do the exact same thing and make it a smaller label. So there you go. How do you like that? Pretty cool, huh? And it actually worked. I'm impressed. Something actually worked. All right, so let's go back to our card. I'm going to bring back in my Stampin' Pierce mat and my little bear. And that's my cheat sheet for my envelope. All right, so we've got our card base. We have our mat. And I'm just going to use some Seal Plus. Or you could use liquid glue. I just failed to bring any liquid glue to the table, so I'm not using liquid glue. And I need to line this up. And my eyes are going squonkus. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to attach the DSP. And this is going to go up at the top. Like that. Then I'm going to have my DSP strip. And that's going to go down towards the bottom. And it's going to overlap that first panel of DSP just a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Then we're going to bring in our stamped circle and some dimensionals. And we'll attach that to the front of the card. And I probably should have checked my bear first, but we're going to go with this and see what happens. Then we're going to do our bear. More dimensionals. I got some mini dimensionals for the little areas. Oops, I got two. So it's 1, 2, and I need one more for his little foot. All right, get rid of these. That's done. That's done. That's done. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so now we've got our little bear, and he's walking through the forest. And I don't like him there. I think I will put him there. Okay, then we're going to have our Merry Christmas label that we die cut and extended. And we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of that. And this is just going to slip slightly underneath the circle because I want it extending just past the end of the DSP. So about like that. And then I'm going to come in with some adhesive backed glitter sequins. And of course, these are on back order, but they are due back soon. So stay tuned. And I'm going to, whoops, I guess that wasn't locked. I'm going to lock that in to my take your pick tool. And I'm going to use some of these to add some glitter to my snowflakes. And I use the smaller ones in the clear. And there's 3 colors on here. So if you're using, oh, whoops, upside down. So if you're using a different pattern of DSP or a different color combination, you could use some of these other pretty colors. And these guys are really fiddly. They're like glittery glue dots. They're really super, super thin. So anywhere that I see a full snowflake, I can add one of these glitter guys. And I wonder if you can cut these in half. Should we try? Should we try to cut one in half to do this one over here? Ooh, they do. They cut right. They cut in half really nicely. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. I think this little guy might work. Let's see if that is. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. And that cut really easily with my scissors. All right. So there's our card front. So now we just need to do our envelope and our insert. So I think I'll go this way. Do my insert. And then if you have watched my videos in the past, because I'm fiddling around trying to find what I'm looking for, I like to, when I stamp my envelopes, I like to add a piece, that's not the envelope, I like to add a piece of like scrap cardstock into the envelope. And it helps to prevent bleed through. So when you're stamping with our inks on the front of the front or the flap of your envelope, you don't get the bleed through. But when you use Stampin' Blends, you know those bleed right through the paper. So I just made it a habit that I will always insert a piece of scrap into my envelope before I do my stamping. And that way I'm sure that my ink isn't going to bleed through the envelope. And if I'm going to use Stampin' Blends, I'll know that I've got that protective barrier so that it doesn't bleed through to the other side. All right, so let's do our stamping. So I'm going to come back in with some Mossy Meadow ink and my tree. And I'm just going to stamp the outline of the tree. And I'm going to do that, actually I want to do that on the bottom right corner for the inside of my card. And then I'm going to bring in my envelope and I'm going to repeat it. So I'm going to stamp the outline of my tree. Put that aside because I've already got my fingers in the ink. I'm going to come back with that tree filler that we used for our bear fur. I'm going to ink that up in the Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to stamp the inside of the tree. Bring back my card insert. Do the same thing. And then put that away so that I don't make a mess. Then to make everything coordinate, I'm going to come back in with my pretty peacock and my little snowflake. And this is the same snowflake that we used on the punched circle. And I'm just going to add some snowflakes. So there's one there. And then we'll do one there. And we'll do one there. And then we're going to take care of this so we don't make a mess. Can bring back in my card. And we'll just add this to the inside of the card. I do not want that dimensional backing there though. And then we can just add this to the inside of our card. And now we have our completed card and our stamped envelope. Super cute, right? And then here's the one that I had created as a sample. And you can just see that I probably should have gone back and gotten the early espresso to make my bear a little bit darker. So you can see on this one, the bear is a little darker, has a little bit more detail. This one, it's a little bit more subtle. But best laid plans. I missed that I had done that. So we just have a little bit lighter bear on today's card. But that's okay because you haven't made yours yet. So you can use the early espresso or the pecan pie on yours. So there you go. There's today's card. I hope you enjoyed it. And once again, if you are interested in catching my Beary Christmas class to go, you have until 3 p.m. this afternoon. So you've got about 3 more hours to register to get that class. And I will be prepping packets and getting them ready to get sent out to you. And also too, if you are interested in any of those starter kit specials, be sure to order your starter kit by midnight tonight or 11:59 tonight Mountain Time to get your 35% off your starter kit or 35% more product and be able to grab your online exclusives early. And I guess that's it. If you place your orders if you place your order in my online store, you can qualify to get your Beary Cute card tutorial and or your complete card kits. All right, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's quick and easy card. And if you have any questions, just send me a message. You can private message me. You can comment below. You can email me, call me, text me. I'm available through all those channels. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Again, happy Halloween. And I will see you again on the next live. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.